Hi, I'm Jackie Hernandez. My prompt for Messy May is opposites. Explore the balance between repetition and contrast. Repeat similar elements in opposite ways. Use light versus dark, negative shapes versus positive shapes, big marks versus small marks, bold color versus neutrals. I'm going to explore all of those ideas on this spread. Whatever I do on the right side of the spread, I'm going to do in an opposite way on the left side, and vice versa. I made my Messy May journal with a mix of vintage book pages and sheet music. Some of the spreads are a single page, while others are two types of pages hinged together in the middle. I'm going to choose one of the spreads with a mix of page types. If you're starting with blank pages, you can glue down a few book pages to cover the background. I want to start with mark making. I'm going to leave the right side of the spread plain for now. On the left side, I want to add some bold color and pattern. I'm using an acrylic marker to draw one of my favorite mark making patterns. In my Messy May freebie, I included 3 easy mark making patterns you can try. This is the concentric pattern. For this pattern, I started by tracing 2 circles randomly on the page and then added marks in concentric rings around those circles. The next thing I'm going to do is cut out some leaf masks. You can do the technique I'm about to share with reusable stencils or masks, but I want to reincorporate the masks into the spread. So I'm cutting my masks out of a bright, bold piece of collage paper. Most of this paper is going to get covered up, but some of the bold color will peek through. Gel prints are great for this. I recommend using a sturdy piece of painted collage paper like copy or printer paper. Don't use flimsier papers like rice paper or tissue paper. I included this leaf printable in my Messy May freebie. You can print it out and transfer it to the back of your collage paper. I'm using transfer paper to trace the design onto the back of my collage paper. Then I cut out the leaf shapes. I'm going to use these to create both negative and positive shapes on my spread. Before I go any further, I'm putting some scrap paper behind this page to protect the rest of my journal. The next step is a little messy. I'm arranging both masks on the right side of the spread. I'm keeping in mind that whatever I cover with the leaves now is going to be visible in the final spread. The rest of the background around these leaves is going to get completely covered. So if there's something you don't want to lose in the background, make sure it's under a leaf. I put a few small pieces of tape behind the masks and the page to tack them in place. I cut a piece of baking paper slightly larger than my page. My baking paper was curling, so I ran it along the edge of my table to get it to lay flat. I want to create high contrast with my vintage book page background, so I'm using Prussian blue acrylic paint. You could also use Payne's Gray or Mars Black. Any dark neutral color will work. I put a big dollop of paint on top of the baking paper and spread it out in a shape roughly the size of the page underneath. It doesn't need to be perfect. The most important thing is to work fast and make sure the paint stays wet. Add more paint if needed. I'm quickly but carefully flipping the baking paper over onto the masks and the page below. I press it down gently. Then I immediately grab my brush and use the handle to write across the baking paper with firm pressure. I'm writing over the masks too. You can do asemic writing or write out today's prompt. Write quickly while the paint is still wet. I'm carefully peeling off the baking paper and the masks right away. The bottom mask came up with the baking paper. I used a stylus to try and hold down the top mask while I finished peeling off the baking paper. Then I removed that top mask too. I think I took too long because the masks are starting to stick to the paint on the baking paper. Even though some of the leaves ripped off the masks, I'm going to set these masks aside to dry. The torn white bits just give them extra texture. I'll reattach the leaves when I add these to the spread. The painted page on the right looks amazing. You can see the writing etched into the paint. This technique looks like negative painting where the background paint defines the leaf shapes. I let the page and the masks dry completely. I'm playing around with the placement of the masks on the left side. I want to arrange them differently than they were on the right side. I like how this unpainted part of the teal mask overlaps onto the other page. Once I have them where I like them, I use a glue stick to stick them down. I'm gluing in the leaves that tore off too. Once everything is glued, I trim off anything that overhangs the page. I decided to add a few of those pieces back in on the bottom left to fill that corner. To finish this spread, I want to do more mark making. On the left side, I have these big, bold marks in the background, and I want to do the opposite on the right side. I'm using the same marks on this side, but making them much smaller and putting them inside the leaves. I'm also drawing a different pattern. I call this one snakes. It's a fun meandering pattern. Don't forget to grab my Messy May freebie for 3 easy mark making patterns that are great for backgrounds or finishing details like this. I hope you've had fun exploring opposites with me today. I can't wait to see what you create with these ideas. Enjoy the rest of Messy May.